17 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Anthony James is on the phone today.
Yep.
Not in the studio.
No, he's a traveler.
He's a traveler, yes. You can be on a radio show anywhere in the country. We were on a radio show from Chattanooga.
Yeah, we were.
We called in. We were kind of spiriting ourselves to the airwaves, so to speak. So, and because it's the Halloween spirit, we were just talking about ghost apps. Anthony James is the voice of travel. He's on the phone right now, and he's also the manager of Homewood Suites by Hilton here in Ocala at Heathbrook. Anthony, good morning, Anthony.
Good morning.
Where are you?
I'm here in Ocala. I just have to be at work today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a little bit of a drive to get over here.
Yeah.
It is. But I have been researching some deals for you all, so you all.
Oh.
Good.
Yes, and last week when you left, you put something on Facebook, and I was going to ask you if you could say that on the air about the airplane flights.
Yes. Southwest Airlines was doing flights for $49. You just had to get it when you could. All these airlines, what they're doing is they're trying to fill up flights. When they put these deals out there, they're trying to fill up all these flights in between. So they'll have $49 here, $49 there. But what they're trying to do is they have to go to those cities, so they're trying to fill the plane up. So they'll offer these awesome deals just to fill up the plane.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? And we get to benefit from it, right?
Yes, we do, and that's the thing. Like if you book, like I think it was booked between now and December 16th, you could have these things for like $49. And what those airlines do is that after they can at least get at least half the flight full or a quarter of the flight full, that's when they'll go back to their regular rates.
Now, is it possible to get a good rate and be sitting on an airplane next to a guy who paid top dollar?
Absolutely, just like you can be in the same hotel room beside somewhere that paid top dollar. Absolutely.
Really? Just don't tell him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm flying for $49. How much did you pay? $350.
Yep. And if they paid that $350, I guarantee you they bought it within a couple of days of their flight, and you probably bought that thing within a month or 6 weeks before that flight.
Well, that's probably true. Yeah, that's really good advice, though.
Do airplanes still have special rates for a bereavement?
Yeah, you just have to really dig for it. The best thing to do is to call, because you're not going to be able to find it on their website. Some of them you can, but you have to really dig for it. The best thing to do is call the airline and say, "Hi, this is what I'm doing. Do you have a bereavement rate?" And then go from there.
No, really. Well, that's a flight I don't want to take. I want all my traveling to be fun. I don't want to travel anywhere. I know you just went to a funeral up somewhere, but
yeah,
I just want all my traveling to be fun. I want it to be like your theme song. Your theme song is fun. Holiday Road.
Yes. You inspired my son. He's on. He called me last night, and he had a good deal to fly out of Tampa to New York, but you had to book it either last night or today when the deal runs out. So he's got this notification on his phone now when special deals come through.
Yes, download those apps. I mean, they're awesome. Have you ever heard of Spirit Airlines?
Yes, you educated us on that.
Yes. Well, they have in November, they have some deals where you can go to from Orlando to Jamaica for less than $300 round trip.
Oh wow! Now that would be cool.
I always want to go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
I used to change trains in Jamaica. do you know, you said Spirit Airlines. Well, it's kind of the Halloween theme today. We were talking about apps that help you find ghosts, and it also led to the rabbit hole of the internet led to the cruises that are Halloween themed, and etc. Did you say you were going on one?
No, I knew that they were having those. They're having Halloween themed cruises, and then they're having the Christmas cruises as well.
Oh,
those
the Christmas
cruises. So those are going to be good. Those are going to be really, really good.
Those
Halloween cruises, they've got to be funny.
They've got to be funny. I wonder if they're sexy. I bet they're sexy.
I bet they
too.
are.
Yeah.
Women in cat costumes.
What about, I know Halloween and haunted almost sounds like the same thing, but what about the haunted cruises or the haunted tours where you literally are taken by somebody who knows where ghosts are and somehow gets you to
believe it,
feel them or believe it? Yeah.
Yeah, those things are so weird.
They are weird.
I mean, not. I mean, people. You can either believe in spirits, or you don't have to believe in spirits. But there is those types of beings that are. I believe that they're around and stuff like that. And but there are places that you can go that they feel that the spirits are there. And so there's some people that are sensitive to other spirits, and some people that are not sensitive to other spirits. So, but I mean, those types of ghost walks and things like that are pretty cool. A lot of them are at night. If a spirit is there at night, it's going to be there in the morning.
I would think so. I would be there. When I don't really. Yeah. When I die, I want
office hours.
I want to be the spirit everybody trusts. That's what I want to be. When I die, I want to be the one to say, I think Larry's here somewhere. Don't worry, he's a trusty. You can depend on him.
Those things like that, like I said, I guess, I mean, they're more historical. They're more history-driven than, for me, for ghost things. Like I said, if you want to wait until night to go for the effect, that's fine, but 9 times out of 10, the ghost is not going to sleep during the day. They're going to be there at any time.
Is there anything new in luggage tracking, I guess, is what I'm asking? Because I mean, you would think in today's day and age you would never lose your luggage. Especially you can put a chip in a dog and find the dog.
Right?
Can't you put a chip in your suitcase?
You know, they're like if you go to if you Google like luggage tracking, you'll see that they have those track me luggage things. And there was also this thing on, I think it was the Shark Tank, where this guy, he had a service that he will actually ship your luggage to where you're going and back. He had this service, and I can't remember what he was doing with that, but there are luggage tracking devices right now that you can purchase anywhere from $25 up to like $200.
See, that's what I would get. Can you imagine going to the airport? You know, you're landing and your suitcase isn't there. You go to whoever, you say, "Hey, my suitcase isn't here." "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't know where it went." You say, "Well, I do. It's in Honolulu."
Yeah, and I'm in New York.
Yes. And you can. Yeah, those apps, there are apps out there that you can do that too.
When people buy airline tickets now, even at the discounted rate, do they have the option to buy insurance, or is that a thing of the past?
No, you can always have trip insurance, or anything that you do, you can always have some type of trip insurance. So you'll still be able to purchase that separately than what the deal is.
Anthony, you have a phone call. Let's take that call. Good morning. You're on the air with Anthony James.
Yes, good morning, Mr. James. I'd say if a person is planning on taking rail, let's say across the country up to the northwest and back to the east coast and back down here, can you buy tickets in advance and get a cheaper price than you can with airline?
Yeah, anything that you do, whether it's any type of travel or anything that you do, you can always look for deals that are basically advanced purchase that locks you into a certain price, and then you just buy those, and then the only thing is that you're stuck in that price, because if you buy it 6 months ahead of time and you're like, okay, well, you know what, I can't go now, I need to cancel this part of the trip. Well, a lot of them, they're non-refundable, so you need to be really, really careful on how you do that. And what I would do, especially for rail, I would go online, like I say, okay, I want to go from here to Seattle. I would buy one-way trips to certain cities, because they might be cheaper, and then especially if you don't have any dedicated time that you need to be back or whatever, or you're just traveling, I would buy one ways all the way up and then one ways all the way back. That's where you're going to be cheaper.
All right, thank you
very much.
Thank you for the call.
Thank you.
And what about that hub thing? Remember there was a story about a guy who got in trouble for giving people information on using the hub?
Oh, yeah.
It was cheaper. I didn't understand that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's so many different hackers and different things out there. What it is that people will leak information online, and everybody knows about it, and then airlines or hotels or rail services are then having to go out and find these things. But some of the times those things are just wrong. Somebody can say, oh, if you go to this app or go to this right here and you can purchase a ticket for $39. Well, you know what? That $39 was there for a second. It wasn't there the whole time.
Ah, okay.
So a lot of people, or a lot of people try to push traffic towards their website to basically get their website traffic up, and they really don't have the deals that they said that they did.
We're almost out of time. I wanted to make sure, because I thought about this last week, and I thought this is probably a good thing to suggest to the listeners, that if you have relatives coming into town, you might want to consider asking them, instead of staying in a normal hotel room, stay in a suite over at Homewood Suites. Just to talk about what you have over there. I know you don't normally do this, but it sounds like it's not the normal hotel room. It's a whole suite.
Right, and that's a lot of people, and that's the Homewood Suites brand is so awesome, because once people stay at a Homewood Suites, they don't want to go back to a regular hotel room. So our basic studio suite is probably about 400 and something odd square feet. So it has a pull-out sofa, a living room, and each one of our suites, every single one of them has a full kitchen. It has a full-size refrigerator, a 2-burner stove, a dishwasher, pots, pans, dishes, glasses, everything that you can think of, so you can be able to cook meals in your room as well. So it's a whole lot bigger, a whole lot more spacious. So when people stay at a Homewood Suites and then they go back and stay in a regular hotel room, they really don't like it anymore.
Night and day, absolutely. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially if you have like a professional acquaintance or something coming into town. You're going to do business. Not that, Robin. You know what I'm talking about. You know, you're doing business with CNN or something.
Yeah,
Your CNN correspondent friend is coming into town.
Yeah.
I go to Vegas for that, Robin.
There's plenty of correspondents that stay all in all hotels.
Man.
Oh gosh, yes, they are. You know what? Too, a lot more people, stars and stuff like that. They're looking at Homewood Suites too now, because some stars have stayed at them, and they're like, Homewood Suites.
I would.
And your NFL and your basketball and stuff like that, like the Dallas Cowboys, they stay when they go to their training camp in California. They stay at an extended stay hotel because it's bigger.
Oh, that's
a lot cheaper than that brothel that Lamar Odom was. That was $75,000 for his stay. Wow.
Yeah, for like 3 days.
Yeah, that's oh boy, I'm not going to that one ever again.
Apparently, he's coming back out of his coma, so that's good news.
I think so.
I hope he does well.
I hope he does well. I hope he gets better. He really needs to get better, and we're praying for him to get better.
Absolutely, yeah. And I want to ask him about that brothel when he comes back. Anthony,
don't go. Please don't go. We need you, Larry.
Thank you, Anthony. That was a fun one. Fun.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The election to pick the next House Speaker set for next week. This as Representative Paul Ryan says